Good afternoon. This is Pastor Tony with Consumed Youth at Fire City Church in Anniston, Alabama. I want to start off by saying we want to give honor to my senior pastor, Bishop Paul Goodwin of Fire City Church, and also give honor to Pastor Rod Parsley of World Harvest Church and the head of City Harvest Network. Today, I want to speak on a hope and a future. Just want to talk about a little bit about the scripture, Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declare the Lord, plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope. This scripture, on just a surface level, meant so much to me years ago before I came to truly know Christ. And it is, a lot of people take this as a feel-good scripture. That, well, the Lord has a plan for us. He's going to make everything right. And most people just kind of leave it at that. But as I came to know Christ and dug deeper into the scripture and into context, I understood what the scripture really meant and what it was really talking about. So to understand the context of the scripture, we have to know what was going on when this was spoken. And it was a time when the people of Israel, they were living in exile in Babylon. They were out on their own, or not on their own, but in a foreign land, just confused and in a desolate time. We felt that way a lot, but what we have to look at, the same as them, is, during that time period in our lives, were we truly following what God had for us? Or had we kind of slightly turned our back on God and not truly followed what He was wanting for us? So we have to look at those things, what was really going on. But in this scripture, we look at, God's plan. He has a plan for our welfare. That, no matter what the circumstances is, we can always look to God, always trust Him to work things out behind the scenes, I guess you could say, that what He has for us is good. We just have to trust in Him for that goodness. Another part of the scripture, it talks about a future and a hope. That brings so much joy to me right now that, no matter what's going on in our lives, that God doesn't just look out for the here and the now, what we're walking through at this moment, but He also looks to our future. What He has for us as His people is so much greater, not just now, but down the road. He's making a way for us. That promise that our future is filled with hope, that is such an amazing and wonderful thing. But what do we have to do to achieve this future, to achieve this welfare for us? We have to choose Him. If you read on to the next few scriptures where He's telling the people of Israel, you have to choose Him. You have to choose His plan. He's not just going to snap His fingers and force you to choose it and give you everything that you want without you actually having to step forward and put your faith in Him. Where this scripture is an amazing scripture of hope for us as people, we also have a calling to choose Him, to choose that hope. And in that choosing, we will find such great comfort in our lives today and in our future for tomorrow. So let's just reflect on that for a while and make that conscious decision to choose Him now and forever. Thank you, and God bless.